when she was born, I remember stories from my older cousins and friends talking about, dude, when your kid is born, and then they hand them over to you, something happens. Like your life changes, and some people tell me, dude, I cried, I couldn't believe it. When my daughter was born, first of all, the lady said, "Do you want to hold your daughter?" I said, "Yeah, after you wash her."
That's crazy.
No, I went to the local bar,
Yep.
and if you saw me there, you saw me there. It is what it is. And I'd like to have a drink or two and then go home, chillax. Nothing happens. But this time, let me tell you this: I was at the bar having a great time, talking to a couple of people I'm getting to know there, and a fight broke down.
Damn.
A full fight, just.
Wait, just for no reason, just out of nowhere.
Well, at first, obviously, I didn't know what was going on. Commotion. There was a DJ playing, and then the DJ decided to just stop the music, right? And there was a fight going on. Commotion. But let me tell you this, and this happened. This is real.
You're not just telling this.
No. This is, and you know what? I'm sure because of the area we are recording out of, it's gonna get a couple of you out there, and you'll remember this night. The fight started going on, but before the fight, I did see something very interesting. There was a couple sitting, like, let's say right here, me and you. This is where our party was. The people that were there. As a matter of fact, it was one of the girls' birthday.
Oh, happy birthday, by the way.
Yeah, happy birthday, dude. I hope you had fun. And it was her fiance, her sister, todo were there, and we were having a little fun. I thought it was pretty fun. DJ was playing good music. And then all of a sudden, commotion, just wreckage, bro, like crazy. I look to the side. There's this bigger dude, all fat muscle. You know what I'm talking about? Not cut muscle, but fat muscle.
Michelin.
Yeah, Michelin motherfucker. Looking. His arms are so big that he goes into this T-Rex mode.
Okay.
He's not swinging like this. He's going like this, right? Because he can't move this part.
Yeah.
Because it's all connected right here. Because they're short, stumpy. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Yeah. Anyways, I see over there fighting. The girls are fighting, slapping. I think the girls' fight was actually better than the guys' fight. That was 100%. Anyways, but this is what I saw before that happened, and then I found out what happened. We were sitting right here, right? And then I look like this. I turn to the side to look. I don't even know why. There was like a post. Yeah, probably. I might have heard some noise, some cheering or something, because they were playing pool and stuff.
Yeah.
And I look to the side, and I see this girl, dude, going in deep, digging in there, and trying to get what I'm guessing was a major wedgie.
Oh,
dude. At first I was like, oh, I was about to be like, hey, look, that's hilarious, right? Because the way she was going for it, and then she goes in her dress.
Oh, okay, so you didn't see it yet.
Right. At first, she was like,
you only saw the movement.
Mm-hmm. I was like, what the hell?
And
then she went in her dress.
Got a couple of layers in there.
And then she lifted her dress up. All the way. Blue moon. I thought it was Jigglypuff. I was about to, Pikachu, I choose you. You know what I mean? It was just a big old blue moon. And I said, literally, we were under neon lights. And I saw. And it got me off guard. No lie. One of my eyes even went out a little bit to the left. Yeah, it did, dude. It really did, because it was weird. Anyway, she lifts her dress up, goes in there. I see her grab 2 fingers. Ladies, don't let me lie. 2 fingers in the back of what is supposed to be her underwear. But this is not even a thong. This is what is it called?
It's happening.
This is a G-string, papas. I remember.
That you remember for sure.
Oh, bright green. It had a sticker made in China.
Okay.
It had the VS on the little triangle part, bright orange, stitched, not even pressed in. No, it was stitched in,
Custom made.
custom made. And then she pulls it out 2 fingers, bro. I don't know if that's a thing.
I imagine like that looks like she's gonna like bow and arrow. She's like
that, bro. Like
Yeah,
that. Yeah.
she's the Hunger Games.
Hunger Games took it out. Bro, exactly like that, right? Takes it out.
Okay.
And when she takes this whole thing out, you know, I'm like, I could
What was the sound effect
I could hear it.
when she took it out?
Yeah, and the
yeah.
DJ was playing. And I see this happening, okay?
Yeah.
This is real. I wish it didn't happen
I
to me,
wish that
dude.
too,
I
bro.
wish, bro. Because
I
you know
wish
what?
that makes 2 of us.
I had drank 2 beers.
Yeah.
You know, I was feeling great. I think I had just taken a shot. I don't remember if that was before or after the shot. And for a minute, I thought, I'm hallucinating. I'm drunk. I'm gone out of my mind, and I didn't realize it. But no, I wasn't. And I see it, and then I look like this to the side because, like I said, the DJ was here and the security guy was right here. And he looks at me. We look at each other at the same time. And the guy literally said, "That's actually nasty." It's because it was so nasty, bro. Just, you know what I mean? All the way down. Just.
That's wild. Not caring if anybody saw.
Oh
it,
no!
just
And I
lay
was
it out
just like,
in the open.
"What the hell?" So she pulls it down, and the guy that was sitting behind them,
Yeah.
because I was kind of far. My guy saw it, and the guy said, "I accept your invitation," and reached in for it.
No.
Yeah, dude.
No.
Yeah, dude.
Hold on, bro. Because
I wish it was a lie, Bubba.
I feel like we need to call somebody.
I wish it was. I was like, huh? Because you know what? The fact that the fact that me and this guy have been staring at this, because that's probably about 4 minutes of staring. I was already like,
I don't know why you were staring that long. But...
I was already gonna turn myself into the authorities. Otherwise.
yeah.
But
I'm about to.
This guy this guy decides,
Yeah.
I accept your invitation, reach in for it, and that's what triggered the fight.
Oh.
Her guy was like, no, this guy grabbed my girl's butt. And you know what?
That guy said, I was just trying to help.
I didn't see anything. Yeah, I didn't see anything. Immediately, my reaction.
I mean, that's wild.
But that happened. How about you, man? How's your week?
Didn't go to the bar.
Okay.
So
okay,
that didn't
explains a
happen.
lot.
I didn't see any of that going on.
You don't have to record your episode again. Gone out of your mind.
Yeah, no. I didn't go test anything this week. No,
Nice.
dude, just family time. A lot of family time. Watched some movies. Squid Games 2. I
Ooh,
believe.
I heard Squid Games 2.
Quiet Place 1 or
No.
whatever. The One Day, something like that. I don't know.
Quiet
It's called one of
Place.
those.
Yeah. Is that now the third one?
That's the third one, I think. But it's like a prequel, no? Because it's
Ah,
like the.
It's-
Yeah, it's like a prequel.
It's one of those that goes
it's
back
like how
in
it
time.
started, yeah.
Ah, okay. But didn't they show us how it started though?
No.
In the first one?
I guess, yeah, okay, yeah, but point of view of somebody else.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, you're right.
I
This
like
was
that.
the point of view of somebody else.
I like that. I like that they go back to the
In the city of New York.
No, in
If
New
I'm not
York?
mistaken, maybe it wasn't, but
In
it
New
looked
York,
like New York.
in New
Yeah.
York is crazy, dude.
In Nueva York.
Well, but that's good. You watch those movies. You family time. You said Squid Game. So I heard that Squid Games, this second one that came out, I hear people saying that it's better than the first one.
Dude, I don't know if it's better. It's definitely good. I think they're both good. They're both good,
Ooh.
but dude, I was thinking about it because I played Squid Games with my kids.
Yeah, no, you
Yeah,
have to.
we
You
saw
have
Squid
to.
Games, and I have to play with them.
You have to.
So we're playing the green light, red light
Okay.
game, and then that got me thinking like, because the Quiet Place movie is kind of the same too, where you can't make noise,
Right.
and that got me thinking like, if we were in that situation, how long before we die? Because I feel like we would be like, no, you should be quiet, whatever. But then one of us goes,
Right, because, okay, so, right, because you're playing with your kids, right? Green light, red light. Obviously, red light, and you're like, nah, you moved. O sea, you could have stopped, but you decided to do that.
yeah, no, I was playing green light, red light, and I had a Nerf gun because one of my sons, we gave him a Nerf gun. And so whenever they went and they moved, I would shoot them.
Oh, that's awesome,
Yeah.
dude. You know what? Next time, let me know I have a BB gun.
I would shoot them in the face. Okay. because they need to experience the real.
No, yeah.
I was gonna say Hunger Games.
They wouldn't
We
love
also
it.
played that one.
Well, they wouldn't love it if it wasn't risky, right?
Risky
So
business.
at least now they love it. Oh, that's great, dude. That's a good little time. But you know what? Quickly, quiet place situation. How would we handle that, dude? That would be so scary.
I would try to make noise so that you guys so that you guys die.
I thought you were gonna sacrifice
Because,
yourself.
or no. You know what I would do? Try to do funny stuff so that you laugh. And if it costs your life, well, that means I'm hilarious.
That would be. I laughed to death.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, that's hilarious.
And that's a good way to go.
I mean, is it though? Porque the monster
Better than the thong.
Hey, that guy got beat up. Mira, that's what.
Better than dying because you try to help a girl take the thong out. Please, buddy.
G-string. Anyways, oh, that's
thing.
Good, man.
They're both in there.
Yeah, no, it freaked
They
me
both
out.
smell.
Well, dude, man, yeah, you know what? Let's leave it as it is.
You're the one making noises. You. Flashbacks or what?
It's because I thought it reminded me like
Flash.
It reminded me like a highlight. You know when you highlight things? It reminded me of that. It was like highlighted.
Are you saying highlighter? Or
yeah, like a highlighter. Yeah, it was like highlighted because her thing was that color. You know what I mean?
Oh,
It was
okay.
insane. Anyway, I didn't stare long enough. I'm just like picture framing. Let's just say, mamas, don't do that. you don't got it like that.
Wear a skin tone next time.
Damn, dude.
What color would be the? Well, never mind.
Nah, okay. Anyways, welcome everyone. Welcome. So you say you were having family time,
Yeah, dude.
which is great because in today's
Topic of the day:
parenting.
parenting, being parented, parentile,
Oh, parentize,
yeah.
parentheses, being a parent and parenting. So
Yeah.
this is my thing, bro. I'm also a parent now. Apparently,
A parent.
I'm a parent also, and I'll be honest. Look, in the beginning,
Yep.
in the beginning, dude, when my firstborn, who happens to be my daughter, when she was born, I remember stories from my older cousins and friends talking about, dude, when your kid is born, and then they hand them over to you, something happens. Like your life changes, and some people tell me, dude, I cried. I couldn't believe it. When my daughter was born, first of all, the lady said, "Do you want to hold your daughter?" I said, "Yeah, after you wash her,
That's crazy.
I mean, I don't know how you guys
Crazy, dude.
I don't know how you guys did it,
I
but
said, I ain't trying to hold that nasty.
yeah, of course. Right after you're done washing her, you know what I'm saying? It did. I mean, I don't know, dude. Maybe I was too young, but I was more like, I felt like this more like, is that really what just happened? And is everyone okay? This was freaking crazy. I don't see a moment of joy and happiness. I'm concerned right now. The way everything went down. Holy shit! I was just like, lady, you guys gotta finish this. Como que if I want to hold a kid? I mean, that's how I was.
finish with the labor.
Hey, handle that, my guy. It's crazy.
It looks raw.
Yeah.
Well,
put it back. I'm gonna need that later. Well,
that's
damn it,
too
man.
far, and also sick.
That's sickening. No, but when my
Let's get you
first
some
daughter was born, it's true. Something changes in you. You're staring at a little human being. I think the crazy part is that that it's your responsibility now, because I've seen babies and they're cute and it's great. I usually just say, and then okay, move away from me. But when it's yours, I felt more scared and nervous than happy and joy.
Well, first off, let's start with how young we were, because we're both parents. Obviously, we all we've said it many times here. I had my first kid at 19, about to turn 20.
God Damn, that's huge.
You know, so just, I mean, if you really think about it, you just became an adult.
Dude,
Can't even drink
you're
yet.
You're not even an adult, and you're out here having kids.
If you
papas.
think about it, your testiculars haven't even dropped. You know, they haven't celebrated New Year's with a ball drop.
Yeah, if you think about it, your testicles don't even have a full bush yet.
Well, mine had a full bush by then. I mean, I was born with a bush, baby.
No,
I was born with a
no,
bush.
that's
You know, when I was a
crazy.
kid, they called me George Bush. Anyways, no, but you know, I was 19, probably maybe about to turn 20, and you don't understand what is really going to happen. I mean,
Right.
you don't have any experience to make you get a glimpse or an idea of what's about to emerge in your life,
Right.
what's about to begin. And so when I had my first kid, so I mean, my story in this episode is gonna get a little deep. So sorry for everybody out there who didn't
Yikes.
want a deep episode, but this one is
Yikes.
getting deep impact, baby. You know, I was in a relationship when that I wasn't really in a relationship when my first baby mama was when my baby mama, I should say, because I was saying my first baby mama, but no, my baby mama.
Right.
Why am I saying baby mama?
Edit it. The
Mother of my child.
the ghetto came out of
The
you.
mother of my children, when the mother of my first child, a second child as well, only mother, Jesus.
Don't get nervous, Papa.
I don't have more than one kid. I only have one baby mama. I swear. I promise you.
Don't be nervous. Don't be nervous.
The truth coming out.
Say the
Conspiracies. No, but yeah, when when I was having my first baby, we weren't together. We were separated, and there really wasn't any plan of getting together.
Okay.
You know, and so in my mind, when we were about to have the baby, you know, I had bought separate cribs, I had bought separate strollers, I had
Right.
my stuff, she had her stuff, because that was like my mentality was, you're gonna do
Yeah,
your
makes
own,
sense.
and I'm gonna do my own. And then, you know, when my son is born, because for this, first of all, 14 hours in the hospital.
Dang.
I don't know how long your labor was, but my labor was 14 hours.
Dude, you went
I
through
was 14
something.
hours in the hospital. I
You
was 14
went-
hours on that uncomfortable couch,
No, you're
watching
brave.
basic TV.
No, you're brave.
Yeah, no?
Because let me tell you this. No YouTube.
So yeah, we're not, you know, planning to be together, and so I suffered through all 14 hours of labor.
Dude, 14 hours is crazy.
Yeah, and so I'm never gonna forget that. And then I did experience my son, when my son was born. The second his head came out, oh, he broke down. Oh, he felt emotion for the first
No
time.
me digas que...
It's not a robot.
No
I
me
wasn't a
digas
robot, bro.
que... I don't know. O sea, damn.
It programmed emotions.
I have feelings.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah,
That's hard, dude.
You know, it's one of those moments when you're looking down,
Yeah.
tears from your eyes just
Oh,
landing
tell
on
me
your
que
arm.
you're like... I think there's a leak.
Yeah.
Sir, it's you.
I don't think you guys covered her up because
She's peeing everywhere.
and
No.
and I held him and I was like, and that changed my life. It
That's
changed something
crazy,
inside of
dude.
me that I don't even think. Not only at that moment, not even now, I understand how much that changed me.
Right. So you know.
Triggered.
Dude, that's crazy.
It triggered, bro. It triggered brain, heart, and just everything in my body to say, there's somebody now. It's almost like the switch of there's somebody now that I care more about than myself.
Right.
That's the switch.
Right.
And
That's
it goes
the
from
thing.
survival mode, where I have to survive, anything to do
Yeah.
to survive and, take care of myself and my happiness, to now I do everything and I survive for somebody else.
Right.
And so, yeah, that was crazy. And so
Dude,
I got
that's
emotional.
insane. That's beautiful.
And that was my first baby. And after that, I was like, well, now I have to try to be a family, because even though I didn't want to, because there wasn't really any feelings or anything like that, afterwards, I just felt so guilty for taking that away from my son at that moment,
Yeah, I
because we grew up,
Right.
we grew up with both our parents.
Right.
And we know that was awesome, and we love that. And so now I was like, oh, now I'm being selfish to not give my son that opportunity.
Right.
And I feel like that would have destroyed me even more than what I did go through, which
Right.
maybe we'll get into it in a little bit here. But yeah, it would have destroyed me more if I would have not taken the opportunity
Right,
to
to
give my
give
son
it
that.
a-
So
to
I
give
was
it a
like,
chance.
let's give our son that life. Let's go for it. So we got together, and but yeah, that's when I became a dad.
Dude, that's wild. Pero,
I'm a
dude,
dad.
it's so it's it's so it's so wild. It's so wild because you're
Lost
only.
it there for a second, guys. Sorry about that. I went back for too
No,
long.
I-
I went back for too long.
I literally, when I looked into your eyes and I can see the birth happening. The reflection of the birth was in your eyes, dude. Oh, I see what you mean. That your kid's head popped out. Oh, that's wild. No, but I mean, you know what? And it's crazy because you were so young.
Super young, dude.
You were so young that you would think maybe because I was 21. I mean, young as hell, but
No, yeah, very young, but at
But a
that point you
little
can
bit
drink, so you can drink your
See,
problems away.
I could have drank all my problems away, and I've been through some stuff. Let's be honest, I was a little rougher already by that time. Maybe that's why when my kid was born, I think I went more into. I think my thing, like you said, right? You shifted into, oh damn, I have something to take care about, and I went into like a nervous, scared thing, like oh, damn, I can't even take care of myself, dude. You know, my life isn't even that great, and now I have to look out for someone. I think that's what happened to me. It was more like a scared, worried situation that didn't allow me to enjoy the moment. But anyways, yeah, dude. So that's crazy. But then it made me think of this. You know, as my firstborn, and then this is the thing. Your firstborn was a boy.
Yeah.
I think that it has a lot to do because I think, and this is just my process based off what I went through, that when your firstborn is a boy, you're looking at what's gonna be your, ¿cómo se dice? Your legacy, right? And you're holding all of it in your hands. But when you have a daughter, I feel that I mean, at least for me, I went more into oh shoot, right? Now I have to super extremely worry about everything became a scenario.
DJ for a little bit.
You heard that? There's a guy, what was that movie called?
Men in Black or what?
No, the ones with the feelings inside.
Oh, etc.
Inside Out. My Inside Out guys is, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I ain't got, let's be honest, I don't got none of those guys in there. Let's be honest.
Well, we got a lot of the red ones for sure. and sadness. There's only three: anxiety, anger, and sadness.
Yeah, those are the three
that take over.
They just take
turns.
They're just circling. They're circling around anxiety.
No.
Damn. Anger.
Too honest.
It's too much, man.
It made me sad for a little.
I was aguitado right now. Aguitaduskis. But yeah, dude, no, it changes your life to become a parent, and then the challenges that start coming with it. No, like I said, I had a daughter, so as my daughter started to grow up, immediately, like my first thoughts are like, man, dude, I don't even want my daughter to grow up.
Jesus.
I don't want her to grow up,
to
man.
Stay small.
Just a little baby that I can take care of for the rest of my life.
Stinky feet, so you can smell those bad boys.
Cheez-Its. That's why I eat Cheez-Its. But then my second child comes along, and I'm not, I'm like you, same baby mama. At that point.
T.
At that point,
is there something we need to know?
Hey, yeah. And because when my son was born, I felt something like that. When I look at myself, I'm like, damn, I need, like you said, I need to be better, because now I have somebody that might want to be like me. And at the time, the person I was at the time wasn't a great person.
Oh, right.
So then I started feeling some type of way. But right now, what I can tell you is that with time, maybe when my daughter was first born, I felt more worried and stressed than happy and joy. But with time, your daughter, like in my case, showed me about love, about sacrifice, about hard work, about what I really want in life. Like, that's how I feel about my daughter. Like, my daughter was a tool that was given to me so that I was able to progress in life.
Yeah, a beacon.
Yeah, because I think, like my sons are grown now, and sometimes I'm like, we're badass dudes walking around because like, you feel proud. You're a man. You want your boys to be men, and you want to act tough. But when I'm with my daughter, I can be. I don't want to use the word sensitive, right?
Well, you just did.
I don't want to say, I get
A
emotional.
little girly. A little girly.
Yeah,
I would say that.
I mean, nowadays, everyone's doing their nails.
You let's say when you hang out with your girl, you're like Ryan Gosling in the movie Barbie.
Well,
Your hair turns blonde.
golly, dude. But yeah, no. Now I understand what it means to fully love, and that is my daughter. That's my daughter, and it means the whole world to me. But yeah,
Your other two sons are just like
yeah. And I have two sons too.
they're cool. I like that.
They do their part.
Yeah.
They do some things. I know. Shout out to my two boys. They're doing great, and then my two sons, and then I have my youngest son. That's four. That's four kids.
Four minions.
I have
at your command.
My other son, so I have my
Soldiers.
three boys, and like I said, boys make you feel like you want to show them roughness. I always smack my kids around and push them around, and because I want them to
Bully
be
them.
tough. Yeah. Somebody has to.
Or they're good.
I don't think there's enough bullying lately, so I make sure to bring it at home. And that's in the beginning, right? So I have my daughter, then I have my son, and then I have another son. That one was crazy. My son, he's born and the doctor, everything went well. We get to go home. And then I noticed that he was very quiet. Didn't really, compared to the other two, didn't really cry. Didn't really move a lot. And I was like, man, this is awesome. Compared to my other two kids, at that point, you're a more experienced parent. But babies, they're always crying. They always need milk. They always need to be burped. Needy, man. Selfish. Super selfish. They don't let you sleep. So super selfish babies. But this one, I'm like, dude, what a good baby. This baby is good, man. Just eats, sleeps, poop. Doesn't bother no one. And I would have to wake him up to give him a bottle. Come on, dude. Come on. Yeah, like that. And then the first checkup comes in. I don't know if it's the first month. You correct me if I'm wrong. I don't know if it's the first month. Okay, it's the first month checkup, or if it's 2 weeks or something. But we take them to the pediatrics, right, for the first checkup. And as I'm walking in the door, this is insane. I'm walking in the door, and the nurse, I think it's a nurse practitioner that was there that day. The main doctor wasn't there. Is coming out the door. And hey, how you doing, right? And as I'm walking in, she's walking out. She literally drops everything she had in her hand and takes my son away from me.
Steals him.
Yeah, I'm carrying him like this. I think we just given him a bottle, so I'm like trying to burp him or something. And she just give me that, like that, like desperate, and takes my son and puts him in the ground and starts doing baby CPR. Bro,
I would have punched her.
Bro,
That's my baby, dude.
I literally said, "What the?" So I put my leg in between and I'm pushing her out of the way because this is insane, right? And she's like, "No, hold on," and it chaos, complete chaos. The person who I was married to at the time, I don't know if you remember, but she was no one to be reckoned with. So she goes into let's handle business mode right now, but. Right away, she's like, no, something's wrong with your son. And then I was like, when I heard something is wrong with your son, I stopped. Even her, she was, wait, what you mean? What's going on? All confused. And I said, we're here for his checkup. Like, what are you? And she's like, no, call the ambulance. Dude, it went into full panic mode. And she's like, I'll explain right now. Just try to relax. And
Episode of Grey's Anatomy.
Bro,
Wow.
I was looking for,
I don't know any of them.
Okay. I was about to start naming some of them. But yeah, dude, that happened, and the ambulance gets there. They put my son in there. His mom, my ex-wife at the time, or my wife at the time, ex-wife now, goes in there with him. They take him to the hospital. Like that happened probably but maybe it took the ambulance Well, actually, we were close to the hospital, so it didn't take the ambulance that long to get there. But they got there fast, took them, and then the lady told me, meet us there. I'm going in the ambulance with them. She went because she was his primary. Or I don't know how that works, but so I'm like, what? They're gone, and I'm in the office like this, like trying to pick up the stuff from the ground. The bag. What was it called? The baby bag and all that stuff. And the lady's like, "Oh, it's gonna be fine. Don't worry about it." And I'm like, "Nah, I'm not. I don't even know what happened.
Yeah.
I'm not even worried because I don't know what happened. I'm just confused." So I get to the hospital and I go in there. I meet what's going on, and dude, they have this guy tubed up, tubes everywhere, connected to a heart monitor machine. They're scheduling surgeries and talking about all this stuff, and I'm like, whoa, fill me in, dude, because I just came in for a checkup. My son was doing great. I thought it was one of the best kids I've ever had. Turns out this guy was barely breathing.
He wasn't cool.
He wasn't good, dude. That's why he was quiet. That's why that guy didn't even make noise, Dude, a whole month, dude, since he was born. I think it was a month. I think it's a month checkup, or I don't know, maybe it might be 2 weeks. I don't know. But dude, that was so crazy. It got to the point where the doctor told me, "Hey, dude, I know you guys are young parents and all, but because a lot of them thought it was our first child because we were young still. So he's like, but I do want you to know that you guys should prepare yourself because I don't think your son's gonna make it. And I was like, what? And it's weird porque it's like I said, I wasn't too sure if I was scared or what. I think I went more into like, oh man, how is she gonna be? I think that's my problem. I try to protect people instead of allowing myself to go through something. But as a parent at the time, I was like, what do I do? I don't know what to do. I don't know how to handle this because I'm not a doctor. I can't jump in there. It's not about lifting things. It's not about working hard. It's about just hanging in there. So I come out, talk to my family. Everyone was there. Thank to God, and my whole family was there, and talk to everyone. Obviously my mom is the one that takes it pretty hard, and then my ex-wife at the time, she's taking it pretty hard. And then it turns out that my son had a sickness that would make him cough, and it would choke him, and his heart would stop, and no oxygen was flowing, and so he was basically like he kept flatlining. Like it happened like 10 times. So technically he died 10 times. Insane, dude. I remember being at the hospital like, what are you telling me to the doctor? I'm a parent. I'm a parent now to 2 kids. And what? But thanks to God, they did a trial medicine. It worked.
Damn, and super serum.
Yeah. They said they found this ooze.
Yeah.
On the.
Damn, that's an old reference.
Yeah.
Super serum, Captain America, but ooze.
Ooze, bro.
These kids don't know what ooze.
They don't know. And which is funny because my son, Sonny, he loves the Ninja Turtles.
Ninja Turtles, baby.
So I had to throw that reference in there for you, my boy. But he makes it through. Now he's healthy. He's a big boy. And I'm super thankful. And that I think was one of my biggest scares as a parent at that moment. But that's my third son, so crazy experience. But as we all know, I have a total currently of 5 children, which I love them all equally. I've heard parents, because when we're young, we're like, nah, that's your favorite, right? Because dude, it seems that way, right? We all know we always said Aaron was the favorite in our household, and we still think that. I still think that by my mom, but. Now that I'm a parent, I know, okay, you don't have a favorite. You just the one that needs the most help and attention is the one that you give it to, Yeah. And so now I get it. But I remember being young thinking, oh my God, my parents, really, dude?
I just think it's like who you connect with, porque pues
yeah.
I just feel like there was a time where Aaron, like you said, worked with my mom.
Right.
And so I'm pretty sure, they were talking. They
went shopping.
I mean, for the longest time in my life, I don't even think I even thought about talking to my parents. Like, it
Yeah,
wasn't-
no, dude, for real.
I don't remember being like, oh, let me have a conversation with my mom. You know, now as a grown up, I talk to her all the
Right.
time. But back
No, yeah.
then, as teens, I was like, that's the
Especially
last thing I'm gonna do.
In your teens?
That's the last.
How was
thing I'm gonna
school? It was all right.
Yeah,
And kept
fine.
walking. I ain't stopping.
Got
to
bullied
talk.
or whatever. How was school? It's fine.
Yeah. What happened? Nothing.
Yeah.
You know,
With
you got beat
Your
up.
chornes like hanging out.
Your calzones strapped to
Yeah,
your ears.
it's-
Like, it's all good.
Nice hat, by the way. And you're like, thanks.
Calzón. Yeah.
You're pulling on your eyebrows, so you're like, you know.
Yeah, that's crazy though, porque and it's good because you know,
Dude, but there's another thing I wanted to mention
Right.
because, you know, I saw a video because you're talking about it right now where you're like, you know, it depends who needs more of your attention.
Right.
But the other thing is, if you have the guy, I saw a video on the internet about how we have different parents, and people are like, how if you had the same parents?
Right.
How did you have different parents? Pero I think, like the video said, por ejemplo, you had my parents they were a certain age. right?
Okay. So you're saying in brothers have
Yeah.
different parents.
Yeah.
Even though they're the same parents.
Yeah, because
I
you have
got
different
you.
versions of your parents.
Hey, that's heavy.
That's heavy because exactly like you were saying, you know, if they're a favorite or whatever,
Yeah.
maybe it's not because there's a favorite, it's because you're a different person with a different child.
Right.
So
right.
now, for example, when you said, you know, you had your first one, you're like thinking you're nervous.
Yeah,
Now you
nervous
have your
wreck.
second, your third one, you're a little more calm. You're a little more cool,
Yep,
collected.
feeling
you
good
know?
about it.
So now you can parent a little easier. It's a little, you know, a little bit
yeah.
better. And so your first one might be like, hey, how come I didn't get
Yeah,
treated
like
that?
Dad, you were like always, you know, a little harder or whatever.
Yeah. And it's because you're different.
Ooh.
We have different parents at different times.
I didn't think about it like
You
that.
know, you're much older than me, so it's
Well,
like,
I mean,
well,
it's questionable.
well.
I'm
you know.
right there. I mean, like 2 years or so.
So you know, you had different parents than I had.
Right.
My parents were different age. I'm pretty sure their mindset
Right.
was different.
Right.
Their
No, for
financial
sure.
situation probably was different. And so I probably grew up with different parents
Yeah.
than you grew up with.
No, I agree, dude, and that's super interesting. I never thought about it, but that's super interesting because
I know.
yeah, that's super interesting because you know, when I was growing up and my brother Aaron were close in age, we're older, even though he's nodding over there. We're older, and I feel like our parents were stronger. You know, more
Younger.
active, younger. Their thoughts were more. You know, they're still young, trying to do their life.
Exactly.
And I don't feel like we were neglected, but I do feel like they let a lot of things slide. And the aspect of maybe they felt well, but it's because I feel like times too. It's like you said, it has a lot to do with
Yeah,
everything.
dude. And that's the thing. Back then when I was young, I was like, why are my parents doing this, or why are they
Yeah.
doing that, or whatever, no? But now, as I grow up, I have my own kids and
Yeah.
stuff. As I'm seeing that relationship that I'm developing with my kids, and
Yeah.
sometimes it's really hard because I'm going right now to where my kids are starting to become teens,
Oh damn.
and it's getting really hard to get to talk to them
Yeah.
because you know back then they were kids and you talk to them and they didn't blur everything out because my kids
Right.
aren't like the most sociable kids in the world.
Right.
But if I force them enough, talk to them enough, they will tell me stuff.
Right.
But now that they're teens, it's like we mentioned. I'm like, hey, so how was school? What happened? Nothing.
Yeah, it's
That was
all good.
fine.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They found we had a school shutdown because they found a body or something. And you're just like,
And you're like, no way. How come they didn't call me? No, that was like last week.
yeah.
Yeah, dude, that's crazy.
And
dude.
so
I didn't think about that.
You don't think about those things you growing up because you're not the parent, so
Right.
you don't understand that you might have came off as like I don't really want to talk to
Yeah,
your
like
mom, I
I'm.
don't really
Yeah,
wanna talk to
because
your dad.
I think now. Sometimes I say, man, I wish my parents had pushed me more when it came to school.
That reminded me because I thought about that too because
Yeah.
I'm having that trouble right now with my kids.
Yeah.
Where I'm needing to push them because they don't like to push themselves.
I know.
When it gets a little hard, they're like, I'm out. you know?
Yeah. Wait, we have to go there. Yeah. You know what? Never mind. I don't want to go.
We have to do this. Wow. And it reminded me of my first concert.
I remember.
So for those who don't know, when I was growing up, probably I want to say it's fourth, maybe
Yeah,
fifth
easily.
grade, somewhere around there,
Like,
maybe third or fourth grade.
Nine.
I
maybe
was
10.
so short for so long that I can't tell what age I was. I was
You're like you remember school, but you look the same though.
between first grade and sixth grade, I was the same size.
God
so I don't
damn.
know you know, what grade it was.
Right.
But I used to play the saxophone, which was
Right.
awesome.
Oh.
Now that I think about it, I wish I would have kept going.
Oh, dude, it would have been super awesome.
But I mean, I quit 1 year in. Yeah, I used to play the saxophone, and man, I remember just the gigantic case like this, dude.
Yeah.
And then I hated it because there's this wooden part where you put your mouth,
The mouthpiece.
and replacing that was a
Like
B word,
Yeah, I
dude.
remember, dude.
Having to ask my parents, like, hey,
We gotta go
I
get
need a new
it,
one 'cause this
looking
one
for
broke,
it.
and right
Yeah.
on. And it was like, we ain't got no money.
Yeah.
And then when we did, oh man, it was just, I don't know, it was
A
me
hustle.
it's so stupid because me being at that age, I was worried about those things. Like, I was like, damn, we need to buy another one. I know we ain't got money like
Yeah.
that, so that sucks. What am I doing?
Yeah.
Like, for selfish, no?
Yeah.
And so I remember finally, after a full year of attending school, musical class,
Practice.
right?
Yeah,
Practices,
music
carrying
class.
that case back and forth to school, practicing or whatever. There was a concert,
Yep.
and just from the very beginning, I remember for just being at home,
Yeah.
just every part of my body was sweating. Every part of my body. And when I say every part, look at any part you want, and it was full of sweat.
I mean, one drop would have covered it. One drop would have been enough.
Yeah.
Well, it's crazy because, I'm thinking, if I was my dad then,
Yeah.
you better get
Dude,
your ass
I
in
haven't
the-
been
you know
doing
what I mean?
all of this for you to
Yeah,
just
dude, I would have been so pissed, dude.
because he drives me to school.
Yeah.
We're walking. He's like, so where is this? Where's this
Oh, and
concert
I
gonna
know
be
my
at?"
dad lost.
I mean,
We're talking about a man
First
that...
of all, did this guy even go to this? I mean, it might have been. We're at the park.
You guys were probably not even at the right school.
We're
let
at
me tell
the
you that right
church parking lot or something.
Yeah.
He's like, well, where's the?
Yeah, I've never seen. I'm gonna tell you this. And I'm older than you and Aaron, and I
by a
never
lot.
seen my dad at this school.
Yeah.
Never. We used to get awards all the time for sports and stuff like that. Being smart, also sometimes, And I never saw that guy at school. Never. I don't even think that guy knew where I went to school. So this guy took.
My dad thought we went to work.
Where's your paycheck?
Yeah, why haven't you guys been putting any for rent?
Hilarious, dude.
No, but yeah, I mean that guy was working most of the time.
Right, no,
honest.
yeah, no.
But
Obviously.
no, he took me, and then we get there. I remember walking towards the cafeteria because that's usually where
Right.
concerts were held. Full of nerves, and he's like, where do you have to go? We hear the music. Because the concert already started. I'm already late. I showed up late, obviously, because too nervous. Didn't want to go.
Yeah.
And then yo como, trying to pretend like I don't know where I'm going. I'm just like,
Oh
I don't.
my god.
Where?
Dude.
And then finally we find the place, and he's like, oh, pues go ahead, do your thing.
Do your thing, player.
I looked at him straight in his eyes. Straight up, tired eyes, right?
See.
He worked all week.
Yep.
Tired, his hands all. I mean, this man's hands are like mittens because this guy works so much.
Yeah, that guy don't got no hands. That guy got mittens.
That guy's a baseball player
That guy,
with 2 gloves.
that guy literally has no feeling in his hands,
He's
dude.
the catcher for some reason. I don't know.
Oh,
But
shit.
I look at him straight in his eyes, just with a dead face, and I said, "Not happening. It's not happening."
I can't move.
And I was so nervous, so shaky, trembling with just nerves and stress.
So, Damn.
Just
Ronchas.
ronchas, man. You get these big red bumps
That's
all over me
crazy,
because
Mr.
the level of
Roncha.
stress and just nerves that I had.
Because I remember hearing you practicing at the house.
No, I was literally like Lisa Simpson, yeah. Because that was my inspiration back in the day.
Oh,
what other
100%.
saxophone player did I know?
100%.
The only saxophone player I knew was The Simpsons.
Because I
And that
knew I was
Lisa.
Bart Simpson.
Yeah.
And I knew Aaron was Homer. And obviously you were Lisa Simpson. It
It
only
totally
made
reminds
sense.
me of the game that used to be like at the Mercado or whatever.
Oh, the maquinita.
Arcade game, yeah.
Yeah, no, that maquinita was
For some
fire.
reason, I had
for
to
the
play like
Simpsons.
$1 at least,
Yeah, nah, for sure, dude. I never, well, that's awesome, dude.
Yeah. Cool times from our childhood. But, yeah, man, and still to this day, I get nervous and I, stress about performing, but in front of people. Let me say that real quick.
Yo.
But no, yeah, man, I was like, nah. And we went back home.
It's
They
like
didn't show up, left, and I quit saxophone after that.
Damn.
Because I was like, if I
Did your teacher say anything the next day?
I don't remember. Dude.
Ah,
I don't remember. My
Blocked
mind
it
blocked.
out.
Yeah.
Blocked it.
Delete that file. We don't need it. We
were
don't
like-
need it for growth.
They were like, bro, we asked you. Can you? I got this.
Done. Practicing.
Hey, mamas, I got this.
Taking
Look
the
at this
instrument
guy.
back and forth. Trying.
Damn.
And first concert in, I was like, well, that's not for me.
Well, that ain't happening. Dude, and that's insane because, like we said, we're both parents, and it brings me to think about our parents, right? Because, like, I have my kids in sports and activities and whatnot, and at first I was always there, right? Because I felt like my parents were never there for anything that we did. Not because they didn't want to. It's just, obviously, we couldn't. They had to work and whatnot. And I tried to change that in mind, but now I get it because I think it was last year that I didn't attend not one game, not one event, not one recital, nothing, dude. I was working. And now I get it, like, damn. And it's true, like what you said right now. When you're young, you have this perspective of your parents. And when you become a parent, you realize that you were wrong the whole time.
You realize your parents are actually people.
Yeah, you realize that your dad was also
You're like, wait.
29 when you were like 15 years
Your
old.
name isn't dad?
See,
You know,
dude.
your name isn't mom? You have names?
See, dude. That's crazy.
You never thought about it. When
Yeah,
you were
because
young.
now, I'll be sitting, you get home from work, you're tired, and you're like, damn, let me throw on some Netflix real quick for a little bit, relax, or let me watch a couple YouTube videos. Dad, I'm hungry. And to me, I can't be like, God, man, can I at least catch my breath? Nah. To me, I'm like, oh, okay, mijo, yeah, no, I got you. And I get up and I do it. And now I'm like, dang, because my parents, I feel, had to work harder than we did.
Oh, 100.
So I'm like, dang, how did you do it, my guy? Because God knows I couldn't do it.
I'm seconds away from punching that kid. I get out of work and I'm just like,
I'm hungry.
I'm hungry. I get 2 pieces of bread and I put them right here, one on top and one on the bottom. I'm like, I got your sandwich right here, buddy.
Your knuckle sandwich right here, knucklehead.
Full of protein.
Dude, that's crazy. No, and it's true because even now, now that we are older and you go to your mom's house.
Some of us are not that old. But.
Well, I mean, I'm barely older. Barely. You know how, dude, I look so young in camera, dude. That's how look I actually.
I was
young.
like,
I'm a youngster.
did I have a younger brother that I wasn't aware of? Younger.
Well,
than all my
when
other
I
younger
go when I go places, they young men is what how I'm received. Young men, that should tell you a lot about how young I am.
Yeah.
And anyways, so I go to my mom's house, and she's still willing to fix up my kids a plate, and she's ready to go, dude. And the honest truth is, sometimes, when I'm at home, like I have a 8-year-old son, right? And he wants to play, he wants to show me things, and I still try to listen and to go along with it. But I'll be honest, sometimes my brain is not there. I'm thinking about, things that have to do with my business, or did we finish this? Did we finish that? And I feel bad. I feel, but too, at the same time, I remember that at least I'm here trying to talk to him,
Yeah.
because I do remember, like, my mom and them, hey, leave your dad alone, dude. Come on, he just got home from work. Oh, okay, no, yeah, for sure. But then I never came back to it, or my dad never came back to me, to be like, oh, mijo, you had something to say? What was going on,
Yep.
But I get it, though.
There's
Different
a difference.
times.
Yeah, different times. It wasn't very. Feelings weren't really too considered, I guess you want to
Yeah,
say,
because I'll say this. I've seen some people, like, let's say my ex, she says mommy to her mom, and they hug,
They hug?
They hug.
That's crazy.
They'll hold hands and stuff.
No, okay.
Yeah.
That doesn't exist.
Yeah, that's where I'm like, what?
That sounds like
The hell
something
you guys
our
hug?
youngest brother would do.
Yeah, so let's talk about it.
Oh!
Because when I was growing up, right, the most I would do is probably a sidearm hug, and then just be like,
Yeah.
I don't remember saying I love you to my mom until probably I was like 30. and because, after experiencing life in a couple of scenarios that went down, I felt like, I don't want something to happen to me or to her, and especially having children. I want my kids to tell me they love me. So I was like, oh damn, if I want that for my kids, then I gotta go tell my mom too.
Right.
So I mean, but I'm not even gonna lie. I probably said it 2 times in my whole life.
Yeah.
Probably it might have been just one time, but I do remember it was a New Year's Day, and we were all together. I think I had just came back from Mexico. When I went to go live over there for a little while for just experience new things. And I came back, and I think it was a New Year's Day, and I think we were all there. Me, you, Sam. I mean, me, you, Aaron, and our other brothers. And we all were all hugging and everything. And I think it was like a whole thing where I don't know if it was a church thing or what, but we said I love you to each other and everything, and it was pretty awesome.
Right. Yeah.
And I feel like that was it. That was the that was the only time.
Yeah, I definitely agree. I mean, I have my girlfriend is extremely verbal when it comes to "I love you" and with her kids. I
Right.
mean, not only with me, but I mean with her kids.
Right. Right.
And she's definitely like very emotional, and she's like, "I love you," always constantly telling him, "I love you," and I see my stepdaughter and stepson, they'll literally just go like, "Mom," and she'll be like, "What? I love you."
Right.
Just out of nowhere for no reason.
Nice.
And that's beautiful.
Oh yeah.
You
No,
know what I mean?
for
Like,
real,
that's
because
awesome.
you're not being, mijo. You love your mommy, right? No, okay, come on, dude, leave them
Yeah.
alone. But if they're just like randomly saying it, because now
Naturally.
you feel like it's real.
Yeah, and I definitely agree with you that we weren't raised that way.
Yeah, no, for
Not
sure.
not that I took it as a bad thing. I
Right,
don't take it as a bad thing
right,
that we
no.
weren't raised that way. Where
Not
emotionally,
not that a couple I love yous would have changed anything.
no, not at all.
Nah.
But it is like you mentioned. That is something that we're trying to break. Those generational, whatever they call it.
Right.
The word traumas. Generational traumas. Hilarious.
Yeah.
That we're trying to change because I tell my sons I love them all the time.
Right.
I kiss them and I tell them I love them and I hug them because I do want to break that trauma. I mean, like I said, it didn't affect me like as an adult. I'm not like
Right.
triggered by anything.
No.
But I think it is something that is nice to, implement in our children because we've always been people that are action people, right?
Yeah.
We act on things. We've always said that in order to show somebody you love them, you look
correct.
out for them, you take care of them.
Correct.
all
Because
of
that's I think we understood that our parents loved us based on their hard work and all their actions, right? Based on everything. Like I remember, we used to move a lot, and my dad by himself, because we were kids still. It was probably just us three, and I would try to help as the oldest, but I've never been that physically that strong. And I remember me and Aaron would try, but we could barely carry like a bag together or something. And my dad would handle the whole thing. And I remember thinking to myself, like, damn, that must suck, dude. Because I remember being tired on the couch, and my dad, okay, pues ahorita vengo, I'm gonna go for the last
haul.
Yeah, and I'll be like, how? It's done.
Mexican power.
Yeah, cameo mexicano, pa.
Dude, that guy would carry the house on his back.
Dude, that guy. Well, and then too, if you know us, the De La Rosas, we have a very special way of moving. Yeah. I mean, as we got older, obviously.
Grab and go, they call it.
They call it the grab and go. You walk into my house on moving day, and it's normal. It's perfectly, everything is.
Nothing has been moved.
Nothing has been moved.
Packed.
They're cooking. We're watching TV. Shoes are off. Right. Probably somebody's skating in the back. And I thought you guys were moving today. Yeah, we are.
Yeah.
You know?
What do you mean?
Like, what are you talking about? And then your friend's like, all right, well, I'll catch you in a little bit. And then he comes back and it's gone. Everything is gone. It has been moved. And, pack and go, baby. Yeah. We just throw a blanket in the middle, throw everything in there, wrap it up. Vámonos. Done. One day.
It's
a
like
matter of seconds.
It's like in the Harry Potter and all those movies where they have like one, like a little tent or whatever.
Yeah.
And it's like this tiny. Like we put everything in the tent, and then you open it, and it's like magic.
Yeah, it expands.
Everything's put in place.
Yeah. It's just like that, dude. And it's crazy because now when I move,
It's magic.
when I move now that I'm older, I do that. And it was funny because my I have two more children from.
Wow, so many children.
Jesus, that's 5, dude. I have two more children from my last marriage, and when we wanted to move, I remember we used to live at my mom's house, and then it was time to move out, and she started bringing boxes, newspaper, to wrap frames,
Bubble wrap.
bubble wrap, dude. You know,
The foam, the little foam things.
$268 of boxes from Home Depot,
Jesus.
and I'm over here. What are you doing?
Yeah.
Oh,
Are
no,
you,
pues,
you're
¿qué?
selling things or?
Yeah. Oh, you don't want that
You
no more?
open-
So I
you
can
open the
throw it out?
business. You
Okay,
open
yeah.
the business.
And she told me, no, but we got to move in a week. And I'm like, yeah.
We
and
got
what the
6
hell?
days.
Yeah, we're perfectly fine, dude. And it was hilarious because she's like, we got into a fight and everything. And I said, just, you know what? I'm the one going to move everything. You just get out of the way and take care of the babies. And it's hilarious because when the day came, I'm just throwing sheets on my bed. You know what I mean? Folding them, putting it in the car, taking them. Dude, she's like, that's crazy. I've never seen that happen before. I'm like, dude, by the time you fold and put everything in boxes, I would have been moved already.
Yeah.
Like, what are you doing? Get to the house, start hanging shit and putting things in the drawers. Like, we don't need to unpack. We're just moving shit to another place. To me, that's how it went in my mind. Because, dude, let's be honest, when we would move, a lot of people would come to our house and be like, didn't you guys move today? Like, wasn't it today? Yeah. How's everything? TV in place, food already in the refrigerator.
A party already going.
Yeah, it's done, dude.
Celebrating somebody's birthday.
Yeah, that's done. And now that my kids are older, and it's funny because speaking of parenting, we subconsciously, is how we say it, implement the same teachings or the same ideas into our children, because I told the same thing to my kids. Dad, should we be packing? Oh, come on, dudes. I'll show you guys how we move, you know?
Yeah.
And now they're like hilarious. They'll be laughing as we're moving whenever we do move. So I think it's so crazy how, in a way, even though I try to do things different now as a parent from how my parents did it, but I take a lot of their principles and teachings to implement in mine. But it's funny how we adopt all the same traditions without even really thinking about it. You just do it. Hilarious, dude. No, it's great. Well, like I said, now I have 2 kids, but this is the news right here. Okay,
Newsflash.
I'm about to be 40 years old. Super young, dude. You know, people get to live hundreds of years. So technically, I'm a baby. Right?
Technically, not. You haven't even lived half your life.
See, no. I'm
Even
in the
though you look
beginning.
like you lived 2 lives already.
Even though you look
Yeah,
like
you-
life doesn't
you-
want you.
You've lived like I want you to give up. Like I'm like, bro, just let
That is
it
done.
rest.
Lay down,
Yeah.
and you'll
Put
be
down
fine.
your cane and go to sleep,
Damn,
buddy.
bro. I'm almost 40.
Yeah, put some ointment.
And I do currently at this moment have ointment
Dude, for
on.
Christmas, I saw joint ointment. I almost got it for you.
Dude, it would have been amazing, dude. In Christmas,
Yeah.
dude, I'm still trying to recover. You know what I mean? Like when I walk right now, I'm struggling. Pero bueno, that's a different story.
That's for another episode.
But yeah, I'm almost 40 years old, dude, and I thought I had done all the parenting that could be done, right? My oldest is 18, about to leave to college, become a well-known nurse, and you'll remember her eventually. My sons, you know, they do great. They do their part. My youngest boy, he's very smart. I feel like even though he's only 8 or 9, I won't even lie. I don't know. He's like 8 or 9. But I love him.
I won't even lie.
I won't even
somewhere
lie,
around
dude.
there.
Somewhere around there. You know, I
Get round up.
I am I coach soccer in the as my second or third job. I don't even know how many jobs I have now. And I know that I coach 7 and 9-year-olds. That's why I know, because he's my team. So that's how I know that he has to be around that age. And he got to figure it out. He's smart. You know, kids nowadays are not like we were before. Kids nowadays.
Dude, I was. Let me tell you, the dumbest kid.
Dude.
I was such a dumb. I
No,
mean, I'm a
you
dumb
are.
adult,
No, you are.
but as a kid,
Idiot.
holy crap, dude.
No, and you know what it is? It's not dumb. It's
Nah,
naive.
it's straight dumb, dude.
Dumb and dumber.
Stupid as hell, dude.
Bro,
Like,
it's because es que también, let's be honest about something here. I feel like our parents, speaking
Parents.
of parenting,
Yep.
I feel like our parents, not that they brought us up on a crystal ball, but they did, cover our eyes a lot.
Yeah,
And
I agree.
I feel like I wasn't able to, because my friends would tell me stuff, and I'll be like, how do you know that?
Yeah. Dude, I thought, and I've never told this to anybody, and you're the one who I told it to, but
Right.
I've never told this to anybody, but like in first grade probably, I asked you how girl penises looked.
Right. Yeah.
And you straight up told me girls don't have penises, and I was like, "What are you talking about?"
Yeah, dude.
Dude, I thought until I was one, I thought girls had penises.
No, es que. ¿Verdad?
Oh, Saddam!
Es que.
Oh, Saddam!
But that's what I mean. But before.
Where are their
before-
balls at?
So
I mean, technically, they do have testicles inside.
they have what they have. Okay, they have what they have. But no, yeah, I remember, dude, and it's fun to us at the moment. It might be funny, but that goes to show you how important it is to actually sit down as a parent,
Right.
and be do the parenting part, because I
Yeah.
think parent is a word of action. You are now a parent, so now you have to physically do that part with your children, because I remember when I was like, damn, my kids are past 15, 16 years old, and it's time for me to have a little talk.
Yep.
And I'm over here telling them, mira, mijo, you're gonna start talking to girls, right? Like my dad told me, start with the ugliest one, and
That's crazy.
make your way.
That's crazy.
Make your way up to the number one. But this is the thing now. I'm about to be 40. I'm about to become a dad for the 6th time. A lot of you are probably wondering, wait, you said you have an ex. Let's not ask too many questions.
Don't worry about that part.
Yeah, you know what? The bees,
And the bees and
don't be asking about no.
Oh.
No. And now, dude, is crazy because I feel like I said, my first one I was nervous, scared, excitement though, because I always wonder, like, how's this kid gonna look physically? But right now I'm more worried about, can I do this? I'm tired, dude. Can I change a diaper? I'm not with the mom anymore, so I have to make extra time. Can I bring this kid home with me? Can the baby stay the night? Can I act, am I gonna, when I go to sleep at almost 40, I'm always at the bridge of death,
I hear you there. I have 2 boys. I had
Right.
them pretty much back to back.
Right.
You got Samuel Jr. We
Ju-
always have to have the junior.
Yeah, no,
for some
Samuel
reason.
Jr. is important.
Such Mexicans. And then you have your second kid, and dude, I had an experience like yours. Obviously not life and death, but
Right.
my second child, he was born with a I don't know if you call it condition or what do you call that, but he was born with a club feet. Huh? I mean, I'm
What?
not gonna say it like that, but
What?
I'm not gonna put it that way.
No, but it's like a deformity, no, of the bone.
It's no, it wasn't. No, it wasn't the bone.
Oh,
No, if
okay,
it would have
okay.
been the bone, I don't even know if that could
Oh,
have
you're
been.
right.
So he was born with club feet, and I don't know if anybody knows about that, but that's like his feet were like bent. He tried to-
Oh, yeah,
I tried to get in the
little
cameras.
Danny.
His feet were like bent
Yeah,
in,
they were
but from the
in.
side. So I can't do that with my arms
Yeah,
or my
yeah,
hands,
yeah.
but he was born like that, and so, when I saw him, I was like shocked
Oh, dude, I can't imagine.
because you do start thinking like, oh, they're gonna
For-
have
right
a hard
away.
life.
Right
There's gonna be a
away.
lot of things that they're not gonna be able to do, and all this, and I mean, right away they told me like, no, like this is something we see a lot. Like it does happen,
oh, thank
and
God.
there is, of course, there's a procedure they can
Yeah.
do to help him out.
Try to put it back.
And so, yeah, I mean, that helped ease the situation, but it doesn't completely go away. I mean, you don't go, oh, you can fix it, awesome.
Phew.
Yeah,
Right,
there you go.
right.
Especially because I remember going to the hospital because they told us, what pretty much what they were gonna do is they're gonna open up his leg, cut the tendon, which is what is holding his feet like that,
Okay.
place his feet correctly,
Jeez.
and then sew it back on,
Damn.
and let his feet heal. And so I was like, that sounds pretty major.
Yeah, it's a big procedure for sure.
Dude, and I remember going to the hospital, you're already a little heartbroken if you want to say agüitado, because you're like, oh man, this is...
See, but like you said, all the thoughts are the worst.
I mean, if I can cut off my own feet in order for my son to have his feet normal, if I could take that condition, put it on myself, and I would do it in a heartbeat.
100%.
Immediately.
100%.
And we show up to the hospital. We go, they're looking at him, and they're like, okay, it's time, we're going to do the surgery, whatever. And I'm like, all right, cool. Dude, I've never, ever in my entire life, and I've experienced a couple of things that are pretty heartbreaking, but I've never experienced anything that broke my heart more in my entire life than they're like, okay, they're prepping him. He was calm. He was a good baby. He was like chilling. He was like, all right, whatever.
Right.
Dude, they shut the door. We walk out of the room. They shut the door, and this is me and my, the mother of my children. Right. We walk outside, and we're just there. We're like praying, and we're like, please God, dude. He starts crying.
Damn. No, heavy.
Oh!
Life-changing moments.
I felt my heart go like,
dang, that's heavy. It's because like you said, right? I would, and it's like what happened to me in the hospital, where you're like, there's nothing I can do.
Nothing you can do.
Because when you're like, oh no, I'll grab it, then I feel like you're also at ease. But when you're like, well,
powerless.
I'm just out here. Damn, that's heavy.
Out of your hands, so
super heavy.
That's we went through that. Thank God that my son is a fighter. He ain't no quitter. He's strong, and he showed us when he was, all through his childhood. He showed us that he was a very strong kid.
Yeah, I remember him. He had the double cast. I have a picture of it. I remember him take just the cast right there.
That guy said, I don't need these. I don't need these. No, that guy was flying through the house. We all remember him just flying through the house, flying through the stairs. Yeah. Scary things because this guy's moving too fast with these casts. Yeah. So we went through all that, and I mean, now he's a lot better. Obviously, he did recover. Yeah. He was able to walk and everything, and he's doing normal things. But it's still, something that scarred me in that sense that I felt power. I felt like it was just completely out of my hands. I wish, I could do something to, but then again, there's nothing you can do. So you can't let that destroy you.
Yeah, because now that we're parents and now we understand our parents of why sometimes no, go ahead, you have it. I don't even want it.
You're hungry.
My stomach hurts. Yeah,
you're hungry as hell. But and there's only one piece of pizza. But your son who's had 5, he's like, I want one more.
I see.
And you were about to eat the one piece that you got, and you're like, all right, here you go.
You're like, oh no, ya toma, mijo. And then you sometimes
your eyes your face, dude, así chupado, like
agüitado. You haven't
ate in like 3 days.
You came home from a 73-hour shift at Home Depot warehouse.
Been on the roof all day, just burning, every ounce of food that you've ate, and then your son goes, I could use the 6th one, and
I'll see. And you're like, oh no, dude, I'm already full anyways. I ate half of the chicken. The chicken wing you didn't finish? I ate that, bro.
Yeah, I sucked on that bone. Just
I'll eat the crust if you don't need it,
Yeah. So, when I met my girlfriend and we moved in, I think the boy was 3 or 4. Probably 3.
So you met your girlfriend,
right?
And how long did it take before you guys moved in together?
I want to say a year.
A little too soon, you don't think?
I want to say a year or maybe a couple of months.
Right. Well, and the thing too is now when you're grown and you get into relationships, I feel like we tend to we're ready, man. We're ready for some freaking commitment, you know. Okay, so you move in together, and then so now you're starting to get to know your stepchildren.
Right, I'm getting to know them. You know, the first time I knew them, they were in their calzones, you know, their underwear and diapers, you know, because they still wore diapers, so calzones or diapers, whatever, running around like from Wildberry Thorn or whatever it's called, Thornberries or
like the Rugrats.
And that guy's like, the guy that talks like that.
Oh yeah.
Like that all the time, just constantly running back and forth, and I was just like,
what's going on?
You know. I thought you said you had children. What are these?
I like your puppies, but where's your children? Your puppies are very cute, but what about your children?
Dude,
where can I meet them?
Super wild, just extremely loud, just running everywhere. And then so we moved in together, and then so the potty training started.
Oh, beautiful.
For the youngest, Nick.
Oh,
right?
Nick.
He started potty training, and this man, when I tell you that, when you try to tell him anything, and his brain is just like you know, and you're like, Nicholas, you need, and he's just like, yeah. And he's just like,
no.
Anyways, you know.
Es que Nicholas, but he's looking at you though.
Oh no, he's looking at you like, and I'll do his face right now. And if you don't trust me, that's how he looks. I know you're probably thinking, calm down, guys.
I know Nicholas, and that is...
That's his face. I swear to you, that's exactly how he looks.
Face that
and I didn't even look at the camera to see how I looked.
Dude, you felt it.
Because I'm an actor.
I'm
an actor.
He acts.
So, you know, that's my Nick role.
Yeah, because too close.
Well, that's depending on your mind.
I hope, that was too close.
I said Nick roll.
Okay. Well, that works. That works fine.
Rewind it if you need to confirm.
Because you know what? One day he was sitting there at my mom's house, Mr. Nicholas himself, and he took a bite into an orange or something. I don't remember. And then I said, "Oh, I don't think he liked it." And then you're like, "No, that's the face he makes for it."
Oh, right, yeah. Yeah, when he's enjoying cuisine.
Yeah.
When he's really into something, right? He loves apples.
Yeah.
He loves meat.
Nice.
And then, so when he's eating any of these things, and he's like, "Wow, this is
he's
good."
In there.
He goes like that.
Yeah.
And that's him like, this is
enjoying
delicious.
Dude, yeah.
Because and you're like, "Hey, you okay?" Like,
I remember thinking,
is that bad or something? Like, is it rotten?
I remember saying, "Oh shoot, I don't think he liked it." Like right away because I saw you guys just letting him.
Yeah.
And then your girlfriend was like, "Oh no, that's the face he makes."
Yeah.
And then I started paying attention. Oh, he's a character.
When he's just enjoying his meal, that's his face.
Oh,
And
he's a character.
I mean, we were potty training this guy, and by we I mean my girlfriend, because I can't. I'm not. I'm not getting close to that guy while he's potty trained. And this guy. So this guy's just crapping everywhere, man.
Oh,
right? He's just crapping everywhere. Dude. And we noticed that he liked to go to his room to do the business, right? Like, chill.
Hey, it's not even that serious, but
dude, come to find out, this guy has a studio at my house. He's an artist.
Nicholas Cage?
Yeah, dude. So I was like, we start smelling a little bit. We start smelling a little bit, And so, okay, we're like, well, this guy, obviously, he dookied somewhere. He took care of business, right? Because it smells a little bit like dookie.
Oh, he does pottery.
Right? And so we're like, oh, well, we know he likes to go into his room to do his business. That's his private restroom. And so we were like, oh, well, we got to go check.
Yeah.
Because he probably left, his Spider-Man undies or whatever,
with
Paw
webs.
Patrol ones he had that day.
Paw Patrol.
He left a little gift, right?
Yeah,
a little to-go bag.
You're welcome.
So we go in there, we're like, let's find out, because it's smelling pretty hardcore. So we're like, has he gone more than once? And he has like 3 or 4 ready to go. So we go in there, dude. Come to find out, apparently Michelangelo, I believe, or
No.
Da Vinci.
Yeah, Michelangelo
You know?
or Da Vinci.
We find Da Vinci 16th Chapel or
No,
whatever it's called.
You're like, wait, am I at the 16th Chapel right now?
I just said that, but yeah. I mean, I just said that.
Well, I was, agreeing with you is what I was doing.
And so I'm like, dude, this guy drawing angels right on the walls and just like
bro.
Picasso over here, just beautiful works of art,
Do you
beautiful.
wanna
Just,
build a snowman?
and I'm like, well, where did he get the clay from?
No, bro, no me
Where?
digas que...
You know, I look around a little bit like, dude, this guy was playing with his own manure.
God, he's a farmer, dude. He's a farmer.
You know, handfuls.
Oh.
And he has tiny hands.
Pero this is my thing. Where do you get all this? Where do you get all
hand
this?
size are at least this. About
Where?
this big.
This is my. Where do you get all this poop from?
Dude, this guy's a tiny body, but let me tell you,
When it comes
he
to-
holds a load. Dude, this guy's the only one that
Damn.
when he goes to the restroom, I don't know. I'm like,
He makes sure
I
you know
could've
he was
sworn the portion of food you ate wasn't that much. Where's the rest of this coming from?
there. Dang, I like that.
No, this guy's crazy. So
That's a
no, yeah,
crazy
come to
man.
find out, he grabbed his own poopy doopy, and he was coloring the walls with his poop.
Damn, Picasso.
Picasso, dude.
Picasso, bro.
Picasso.
Dude,
And
that's
we were just
crazy.
like, Picasso, what are you doing?
Damn.
It smells so bad.
Oh.
It looks so bad, dude. It was nightmare. It was like friggin', one of those horror movies,
Yeah,
Jason or
why
whatever.
is this happening right now?
Where they Titanic, when the hand in the window, because there was a hand right there.
he
hand
did a
little turkey.
Dude. That's a little turdy.
A little, yeah, a little.
Dude,
And, no, yeah. And so it's been crazy just having these blend of kids because it's crazy in all the aspects because it's crazy for me to, how much attention am I giving these kids
Right.
without my other kids feeling some type of way? How much
Right.
attention am I giving these kids without,
them feeling
them feeling some type of way?
When you are extremely and I don't know if it's out of tune with your emotions or not connected with your emotion. I don't know how none of that works. But when you don't need constant reminder that, oh, I love you, I love you, I love you, let me hug you, let me
I
kiss
love
you.
you, I love you, I love
Yeah.
you.
Like me growing up, I didn't need it. Like if somebody said, "Oh, did you wish your mom?" I don't. Honestly, I like the way that I grew up.
Yeah, no, I love my childhood, man.
Yeah, I love it, man.
Honestly,
I'm
I
thankful.
wouldn't trade it
with
for
my
anything
mom.
in the
Yeah,
world.
no, I'm thankful, dude.
We didn't have everything. We didn't have much or whatever you want to call
Right.
it as far as like, all the toys, all the
Materialistic,
money,
right.
giant houses or whatever.
Correct.
But honestly, I wouldn't trade it anything.
Yeah, no, it was great, man. Because
I do love my parents.
yeah,
Death.
I was gonna say I really believe more than them saying it to me constantly.
Right.
I really believe they do,
Uh-huh.
based off of their sacrifice and hard work.
Yeah.
I really believe it, and because I've met some parents who, oh, I love you, I love you, I love you, and then where are you, man? They would be gone for a while. No food was made. Like for example, for my first marriage, the dad, even though he was a cool person, him as a person, he was a pretty cool dude. But when it came to his family, he wasn't very responsible. You know what I mean? Like he didn't really work a lot, and I always thought he was weird in the dad role. He was a cool dude. Like, you can talk to him. He had a lot of cool stories, and I know stuff happened to him, so I know that's probably a lot had to do with it. But, growing up, I thought, dude, there's no way that I wouldn't change for the well-being of my children. There's no drug, there's no alcohol, there's no woman, there's nothing that wouldn't allow me to come through for my children, no matter what. So when I see some parents that don't come through for their families, more, and the bad part is I usually find myself, or when I talk to these people, I love you, son, I love you. You know what I mean? Yeah. And I'm always like, dude, instead of saying it, why don't you show it, dude? And I think that would be way more better. And I feel like that was him. But again, what do I know? I didn't live there or anything, but but I did see that a lot. Like there was a lot of physical and outspoken love, but very little shown. And I think, and I don't know if the viewers can agree that that showing love is probably, I think, more important than speaking it. You know, like I tell my kids a lot of times, like, well, well, son, I have to be like this because I love you, right? Okay, yeah, I get it. But I say it in situations of correction, right? Hey, Dad, you think I can go? Mijo, you know what? Right now, it's not a good time financially, or it's not a good time because we have things going on. Come on, hey, mijo, but I love you. It's for your own good.
Dude, but how many? What kind of awkward moments have you had so far? Because,
Dude,
like right when we were talking about how much of an idiot I was as a kid, and I'm still am, but I was like literally clueless that I didn't even know. When I saw my own balls, I was like, what are these? What do I do with these? Who lost these? You know what I mean?
yeah.
And so
I have cancer. I'm dying.
First
Yeah.
of all, underwear crapped. You know what I mean? Like those are the things that I think, like, because I see my own kids,
Yeah.
when they were young, and I see their underwear and they were crapped.
Oh yeah.
But did you think about that when you were a kid? Like,
Nah.
oh, well, my parents are seeing my crapped underwear,
Dude.
and then how about your jizzed underwear? Dude, because let me tell you something. When I jizzed my underwear,
Oh.
because I did jizz my underwear from Wet Dreams. I don't know who's had those, but
Dude.
I
It's
had those when I was a
because
kid.
you know what, dude? You had to
it's
handle
because
that.
my imagination is wild.
And it's insane because honestly, dude, like no one ever had a talk with me.
That's what I'm saying. But
Yeah.
that's what I was telling you. It was like now that as an adult, I think about it like, dude, I didn't even like. I did that. Throw those away or something.
Yeah.
I don't want my mom to find out. Like that's embarrassing. Nah, this guy was just like, well, let me put this in the dirty.
let me clean it right. Put that shit in the laundry room. Make sure those get
And I
washed.
was like, now that I think about it, it's like I'm pretty sure my mom saw all that and just didn't
Todo
say anything.
cartón, cartonizado. Fucking calzón todo. La pierna still. The calzón like
Dude,
nah,
I
dude,
wonder
that's
if she
crazy.
just threw them away. She was just
Dude,
like, dirty
I mean,
bugs.
they would have noticed still because you would have been missing calzones. I don't know, man. I feel like back in the days, we were older by the time we started discovering a lot of things. At least me. And I remember I was at the apartments because we used to live in the apartments at the time. And my mom said, "Hey, dude, like our apartment was right here, and you come out the door to the right. There was another door. That was the laundry room." So my mom said, "Hey, go get our clothes from the laundry. It should be done." We had a little timer. I know, I got it. Boom, got the basket, went in, and there was this. You know what? Now that I think about it, at the moment I thought it was a lady, as in older lady. But now that I think about it, she might have been a young girl. But because I was young, so anyway, who cares? I went in there, and she's taking out her clothes. But she's wearing the shortest shorts I had ever seen in my life. At that time.
Because we grew up somewhere where shorts did not exist.
Dude, there was a time I grew up in Nogales, Sonora, and you would never see, and if I wouldn't even remember seeing a woman with such short shorts, maybe above the knee, maybe, because it was controversial over there. Like my mom said, back in her times, in that same area, a lady came in pants, and oh man, the people were talking. And that lady was one of my aunts, actually. She came from the United States wearing modern clothes. And it was perfectly just a regular pair of jeans, but everyone lost their minds. How is it that a woman, especially a grown one, is wearing pants? That's crazy. And that's where we lived at the time. So I didn't see none of this. But when I was here in the United States, I go get the laundry. I seen girls in shorts, but not like, no, this era like sleeping. Now that I'm older, I'm like, you should, bueno, nowadays, god damn it, no? Pero I remember seeing her, and I remember that was the first time in my life that I felt some type of way. And she's like, "Oh, I'm sorry, you gotta get your clothes." No, dropped the basket and ran out of there.
What clothes? These aren't
Yeah.
men.
I'm not grabbing anything. You know what I mean?
These are your clothes.
Those jizz pants are not mine. Those are my brother Sam's. So
some shorts involved.
So then later, now I'm like, I'm gonna try to talk to my boys. That way they don't have to go through what I went through. Us all this confusion, which was normal, dude. It's fine. You know, Aaron still does it now. You know, he's an adult. Um, and I thought, you know, so I'm like, I'm gonna talk to my children about it, and I gotta be cool. I gotta think. My parents were awesome, but if there's little things I can tweak to be just a little better, why not? Couldn't do it. I couldn't do it, dude. I could not talk to my kids about it. And I think that's why my parents couldn't do it with us either, man. I think that they probably thought, this is, oh my God, how am I going to talk about crazy things like that, my boy?
See, I think for me, the talk is not about the action.
Right.
I'm not going to have a talk about the action. I'm not going to be like, oh, by the way, this is how, you know what I mean?
Let me show you some illustrations.
Yeah, no. Like, I don't think I would ever have to talk about the action. It would be more like, for example, with pornography or, you know, seeing things like that where you go, hey.
Oh, you know? Okay. No, I thought you meant like you were gonna have to show them pornography.
No. Like, you discover pornography.
Yeah, you're more like, hey, mijo, hold on. You know, I checked your tablet. I didn't even know this website was on. You know, I'm gonna have to copy and paste that. But
All right.
What are you doing, guy?
Yeah, let me send that link.
How did you? Can you send that to me? But anyways,
because like they said, you know, a lot of people say they grow up watching porn and they think like that's how you have sex with girls. And so you need to teach your kids that, you know, that's not sex.
Right. That's not real.
That's just for the entertainment of.
I mean, because you know what? If I wanted to,
I would have to watch porn for the first time to understand what they're looking at.
No, when you said porn, I wasn't sure. You saw me. I wasn't too sure what you were talking about, but
you were like the Titanic scene, or which?
Sick.
I remember as a teen, you watched Titanic a lot, dude. You like that movie?
Well, Titanic is my favorite movie of all times. 2 reasons. Rose
and her Titanic.
Rose and her Titanics are the 2 reasons why I love that movie. You know, I love that movie. I watched it when I was way too young. And it got me, dude. It was scary as hell. But no, you're right, dude. I do remember having to rewind the cassette just so I can watch that part easily 1 trillion times, you know. Yeah. No, but yeah, no, the Titanic was my favorite movie, dude. But yeah, like you said, you know, we got to have conversations with our kids. That don't be too crazy. Don't traumatize them. Just let them know, like, dude, you good? Yeah. All right. That's it.
Yeah. Just be careful with what you're watching because, you know, a lot of these porn sites do have some pretty hardcore stuff.
And think about this. Not only is it hardcore, but then they'll start inviting you to subscribe to these things, to message people. And let's be honest, the majority of the people that happen to find they happen to find themselves that are sick. So as a parent, I guess my advice here as we say goodbye is, dude, look out for yours, right? Look out for your children. Think about how you used to feel when you were young. Implement some teachings towards them and be considerate, man. A lot of times I feel like a lot of parents want to give me A's, you know what I mean? Hold on a little bit. Did you bring nothing but? Yes, I did. Did you? You know what I mean? Did you? Come on.
Yeah. That sounds a little personal. It sounded like you lived through that a little bit. I felt it when you said it. And you're not an actor, but I felt it.
I started to sweat it because I was like, dude, like I went back there, like, dude, yeah, you walked for 3 days, killed a bird, and flew on the back of an eagle to get to school. Pero god damn it, man, I'm struggling, right? Because I'm not that smart, guy. But yeah, no, love your kids, man. I love being a parent. I love my parents. I love my childhood. I'm 40, about to be a dad again for my 6th time, to a beautiful daughter. I don't know the name yet. If you have name suggestions, please throw them in the bottom. By the time this airs, I'll probably have already named my daughter, but
maybe Relentless.
Hey, Relentless. That might be her name. I don't know. But yeah, man. I don't know. What do you think at the end here?
Dude, I mean, my message, because of what I went through. I mean, right now I'm co-parenting. You know, I have a girlfriend who's co-parenting.
Right.
So it's a big mix. It's a lot going on. I don't. I honestly don't regret too many things in my life. You know, I've always
Nice.
taken things from the past as lessons in life. You know, we
Nice.
all mess up. We all have a past.
For sure.
We've all done things that we didn't. We wish we wouldn't have done, or
For
maybe
sure.
done differently. Because I'll be honest with you, dude. When I first separated from my ex, um, I don't feel like I was a great dad. I really don't, dude. And I'm
Right.
not. I don't know if I was or not, but I don't feel like I was.
Right, I'm
and
sure you
so
were.
I felt like I let my kids down. I felt like I did a lot of things that
Right.
I could have done a lot better. You know, I
Right.
could have acted, and I was young, so I know, I do give myself that I was young, so that's
Yeah.
why I was acting the way I was acting, whatever I was doing those things, and maybe not doing enough for or at least I felt like I wasn't doing enough,
Right. For sure.
putting enough in my part. So, if you're going through something similar, don't take it too hard. Know that you can change. Know that you can better yourself, and know that there's still, as long as there's time, as long as you're alive,
Yeah.
you can change.
For
Because
sure.
I feel like that's what I went through. I changed, and now all I try to do is be a better father to my kids, and I try to be there for them, talk to them. And now I'm not perfect at all. I'm not even
Right.
close to being
No,
perfect. I'm
the
not
worst.
I suck as a dad, but what's important is be there for your kids, like you said.
Yeah.
Let them know that you're there for them to
Yeah,
help
for
them.
sure.
Because if there's one thing that I learned from my parents, and I love from my parents, because again, nobody's perfect, so my parents
Right.
weren't perfect.
Right,
They didn't
right.
raise us perfectly. I mean, look at us. Look at us. Look at what we're doing. Look at her a few episodes back, and you'll find out.
Dang.
But they were always there for us.
Yeah,
you
for
know?
sure.
And
sure.
we went through some crazy things where we did some crazy things that had some outcomes and had big consequences.
Yeah.
That a lot of people just say, well, you did that, so handle it on your
Yeah.
own. You're on your own.
Yeah.
That's what you get. Our parents were always like, we're there for you.
Yeah.
No matter how
What's
bad,
next?
no matter how much
How do we
it is
fix
your
this?
fault, you're the one who messed it up and
Yeah.
everything. And we told you not to do that.
Well, yeah.
We were there. We were telling you, don't. And
Yeah.
we still did it. And instead of just being like, well, that's what you get, they were like, okay, well, let's get this. And
Yeah,
we're there
for
to
sure.
hold hold you and take care
For
of it for
sure,
you,
dude.
with you. And so I love that about my parents, and that's a lesson that I will forever hold in my heart. And that's what when my kids go through difficult situations, I'm always going to be there for them no matter what. No matter if it's their fault, no matter what they did, I'm always going to be there for them. And so always be there for your kids.
100%.
Know that there's always a chance to change and be better. But also don't, just because you mess up, because we mess up as parents, dude. How many
Oh, yeah.
times have we done things that you go, oh,
Yeah,
I should have
you
listened to my
wish-
kid more,
yeah.
or I wish I would have been there.
I would have been there. Yeah. If I could have just been there.
But know that, things happen. We're not
Yeah.
perfect. We mess up as parents. We learn as parents.
Yeah.
And just know that it's okay to mess up. Don't be too harsh on yourself.
Don't be too hard on
It's all
yourself. Love your kid. Love your family. It's your blood. Love your line.
If they poop on your walls,
clean
forgive
it.
them as
Clean
much
it.
as you want to.
Hey, but you know what? It's their artistic side, so I understand it.
They might be artists. So
Hey, but you know
let them
what, dude?
Express yourself.
Love your children. Love your stepchildren even more. They
Wow.
need it. No, love each other as a family. Do good, man. Me and Sam are brothers. We grew up together, and we got a great experience, and we try to implement the same in our families. But you know what? I have learned a lot from this episode.
Yeah, man.
I wasn't too sure if I was doing okay as a parent or what, but you know what? Just remembering things that happened to us as kids and how our parents had to handle it and all that. And you know what? Right now you said something that brought me back up. My spirit is they were always there for us, and I know they still are. I know they're older now,
Oh yeah, they're still there for
but they're
us, man.
always down for us no matter what. And we were trouble, especially me. I know I was trouble growing up.
Especially you.
yeah.
I also remember you were trouble growing up.
I know I was a lot of trouble growing up, so I'm thankful. No, one day I'll let them know that I'm thankful, but
But not today.
but not today. Today I'm at Relentless Troubles, baby. No, but everyone, don't forget to like, subscribe, share share our link, man.
Send us your stories, dude. Remember, guys, if you have stories, anything you guys want us to talk about, please share them. We would love to
send it to us. Send us some topics
share
too.
them with
send us some
everybody
topics,
else.
dude. We've been around for a while.
Let's get personal.
And we've done a little bit of everything, so we got a lot to say. So let's make it happen.
Awesome, man.
Hey, thank you, everyone.
It was a good time.
We love you. If you are one of my children that I haven't claimed, hey, let it go, man.